Okay, so this is the part 3 of my video utilizing my inspired Charmin Charlie earrings Maybelline look. In this video, I'm really going to be touching upon the strobing effect. Right now, you already see how I already did my eyeshadow. That's in part 1. So my whole eye effect. And then in part 2, I did my foundation and my blush. And now I'm going to do my whole strobing effect. This particular item is also a Maybelline as well. And it's a really, really, really new item, actually. Probably one of the newest items that they have that I'm going to show in this video. Basically, it's first called Master Strobing Stick. It is basically an illuminating highlighter in stick form. I believe it only comes in 2 shades, if I can recall, but the one I got is 200, which it's medium slash, I'm about to use my glasses for that. I tell you, my eyes are acting up today. It is medium slash nude glow. So, with this makeup, like I said, I absolutely love it. It seems like it's a perfect color to my skin. I feel like it matches better than my MAC Cosmetic, so that is really exciting for me too. And also even really more exciting that I can walk to a drugstore and get a foundation and not break the bank. You know, I'm not gonna knock any of my MAC Cosmetics as I've had them for years, and they normally do last me a long time. That's why I love my powders. They normally really last me a long time, but sometimes you don't have that money to spend. So it's kind of good that I have choices to have another makeup that I can just get from my local drugstore. I just hope they don't change the color or discontinue it, but this color is like perfect for my complexion. I love it. I'm just really excited to find something I can buy from a store that looks natural on my skin. So right now, I've already, like I said, I did the eyeshadow, first video, foundation, blush, second video. Now I'm going to work on the strobing. So this is a strobing stick. You've probably seen things like this before. I know NYX probably has a stick. Wet n Wild, everybody has some kind of contouring stick, strobing stick, but I think this is the first one I've seen as a strobing stick. Other ones I've seen are more like a contouring stick. I've purchased those. Still too light for my skin, so that's why, as I've mentioned in other videos, I utilize powders, and all my powders are MAC, and they're just basically my normal color and a medium shade and then the darkest shade. So in this effect, strobing is a little bit different than contouring. Strobing to me is something you do after you've contoured, put your blush on. It's that extra oomph in your skin that you want to make sure that your makeup gives you dimension. It's basically like showing how the natural light hits your skin, not just highlighting, but it's a little bit of like iridescent pearl. So normally when I strobe in 2 areas. I've showed in another video that I use a particular eyeshadow for my strobing effect, and I only use it in those 2 areas. So I'm going to show you on here because this makeup is matte. It sometimes can leave your skin flat, but I mean, my skin doesn't look that flat. I can still see a little bit of sheen in my nose, on the bridge of my nose, even underneath my eye. So it doesn't really leave it that flat because I don't really use that much of the Matte Mousse foundation. As you've seen in my second video, if you view that, you'll see how much I use on my skin. So it feels like it covers my skin, but it really doesn't really like take away all the natural oils and that strobing look. But I'll tell you, when I do strobe, I'm going to show you where I use the stick. I normally use it on the tip of my nose when I strobe, as you can see that. And normally when I strobe, I also strobe on top of my cheekbone. Now, because I'm not using a highlighter, I will put the strobing on the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to treat it a little bit like a highlighter now. Because I'm not highlighting, I'm going to use it a little bit as my highlighter. Because strobing is kind of like highlighting. but I feel like it's a little bit, it goes a little bit deeper than just that. And I'm going to put it on my chin. So I'm basically treating the strobing stick as if it's like my, I went a little crazy with that, but I'm basically showing where I'm treating it as a highlighter. So normally if I was using my MAC Cosmetics and I was highlighting, I would normally highlight in a triangle motion under my eyes. I would use my concealer to highlight on the bridge of my nose and fan out on my forehead. I would use my concealer to put on the, you know, the top, you know, the right on the tip of my lip, outline of my lip, and I would use it on my chin. Now, if the strobing that I was using, if I was using my MAC Cosmetics, I would only use it here and on the tip of my nose. But because I don't have all of those kind of cosmetics, I'm doing my lip first because I went the most overzealous with it. And I blend it in with my finger. I don't even use a brush to do this. So I blend it in with my finger, and you kind of can see what I mean. It kind of gives you a little bit of a highlight over that. My chin, I just rub it in. Because it's circular, which makes it perfect. If you've seen in another video how I highlight my chin, the tool I use to do that, because it's circular, all you're doing is just blending it out in a circular motion. So today will be mostly like no contouring. If I want to contour, I would do it, but I really just only want to show this video utilizing just Maybelline Cosmetics. I have used on my brows a MAC item, but that's because that in terms of me defining my brows, MAC is the only thing I use. So my video does say Maybelline only, but it is predominantly Maybelline Cosmetics I'm using, not all. So I am using MAC on my brows, and I will probably, to lighten the effect on my brow highlighter, I'm probably going to use my MAC foundation in NW45 to kind of just do that, to like tone it down a little bit. But if you see what I mean by like the strobing whole look, you're really just blending it into your skin to give that nice little glow effect that light would normally pick up. And you don't want to get crazy with it, because the purpose of strobing to me is not really a highlighter like some people do. It's really made there to kind of be natural. You see how you see that natural strobing effect on my cheek? It's made to be very, very natural. My look that I'm creating today is a natural look. You see my nose have a nice sheen, bridge, fan out on my forehead, picking up my chin a little bit, top of my lip. That's all I would use this stick for, and that's it. Don't get crazy, because then you'll look too pearl. And the next thing I can probably touch upon, I'm going to actually use my wipe. As you've seen in other videos, I'm using my Garnier wipes in the micellar water, because I use my hand to blend in the strobing stick. I want to make sure I don't have, like, you see, it's still on my hands. I don't really want that, because you know, if you forget you have makeup on your hands, you can end up touching your clothes. And since I'm already wearing the dress I'm going to be wearing out today, I don't want makeup on my clothing. I just don't want it on my hands. You know, I need it to be on my face. So if you kind of see what I'm doing, that's my strobing effect I did. See how it really looks when you get closer in the light? Strobing is supposed to be shown when you hit the light. That's what strobing is made for. Some people want to strobe and you see how I strobed it on the bridge of my nose and then the tip. You see how it really shows in natural light as I get closer to the screen. So that's what strobing is supposed to do. It's made to be natural. So girls who like to wear a lot of makeup, this may not be for you. Girls who like to enhance their beauty and really kind of wear makeup but not look like they're overdone, this is for you. And I'm that girl. You know, I like my makeup to look very natural. I like my skin to look healthy. I like it to look effortless. You know, there's a time and place when you want to wear that. I mean, the whole contouring thing is really great, but I think people have went overboard with it a little bit. I mean, some girls will come in, I've seen, and it's a lot for a daytime look. All of the contouring, it's a lot. You know, Kim Kardashian is known for her contouring, but she's a celebrity. She's on television. She needs all that makeup for television. Women are going out contouring crazy in regular day life, and it looks too heavy for face to face. You know, she needs that much makeup because she's on television. She's doing, she's in a photograph. It's different makeup for different things. There's makeup you wear day to day. There's makeup you wear on television. There's makeup you wear just for taking photos and doing like an editorial. So people got to understand that that's a difference, you know. So the next item I'm going to be using, because I do have time, I have like 5 more minutes of this video, and I'm actually almost done with the makeup. I only have 2 more things to do, maybe 3. The other Maybelline item I'm going to be using, I've used it before. In my video I put up yesterday, was I used the same pencil in purple. This particular one is the same Maybelline brush. Maybelline eyeliner. I've been saying brush a lot. Brush. This particular eyeliner is called Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. And this particular color is called Lustrous Sapphire. I've used this color before, kind of similar to a look I did yesterday, utilizing the color eyeliner and then colored mascara. But today I'm only going to use the eyeliner part to bring out the color in my handy dandy earring. So that's where I'm pulling out that color in my eyeliner, and then you already see in the beading there, that's pulling out the color in my dress. And like I said, I have been inspired by those earrings, and like I said, a lot of the things that I do my makeup on is inspired by my clothing and my jewelry. So that's just giving me a little pop of color on my eye. You don't need much of this because the eyeliner is waterproof. You don't need a lot of it, because I'm all about color eyeliner, because from afar, you don't really notice it. Like from afar, you don't even really notice I have on like sapphire blue eyeliner, even just this distance. And I'm not even no more than a foot away from my tablet. But when you talk to someone up close and you're talking with them, they're really close to you and engaging with you, then they'll see the color. And that's really what the allure to me is. I'm a big person on communication and talking. And one thing that I feel it's lacking, you know, that's going on now, a lot of people don't talk to each other. People don't know how to have a conversation and engage. Everybody's like, go, 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 go. I don't got time. I got to do this. I got to do that. I mean, people are so busy that they can't even take the time to drive from point A to B without having their phones in their laps and like putting everyone's life in jeopardy. So I'm big on engaging. If you're behind a wheel, all that's important right now is you driving and getting from point A to B. That phone call can wait when you get to your destination. I'm big on people having a conversation. You know, I actually work with the public, and some people just don't even acknowledge you. Like, they treat you like you're a machine. I think like sometimes people rather I'm not there, and so they don't have to deal with a person. You know, so that's my blue Lustrous Sapphire eye. I love, as I said in other videos, this is my technique of applying eyeliner. I may have to sharpen it, so I may not finish up in the video, but you've seen the technique in other videos. I try not to sharpen my pencil too much, but a lot of time when I'm learning with these gel eyeliners, they're softer than some other eyeliners, you know. So I'm going to kind of get a chance to show my technique. I've shown it before in other videos. I'm going to put the eyeliner on top too. I always do this technique to give depth to my lashes, because I have really fine hairs and I don't have really thick eyelashes. I mean, when you put mascara on it, depending, Then my eyelashes will kind of, but it's kind of basically lining your top of your lash line like you do the bottom. The technique I've showed before is by putting it there and closing your eye over it and then sweeping back and forth. That's another way of doing it. But because this is blue, you can I can see where I've applied it, so I don't need to close my eyelid over it. But that's pretty much it for now. My fourth video will be my finale. I'll be right back.